Hey there again. I posted today on my Instagram story how speed in business is so crucial. Speed in life is crucial, believe it or not. There are some things where you got to slow down in and stuff like that, especially you get some headspace. But the main thing that I mean by this is within a communication aspect. So in my story, I was telling my followers, I was saying, you can literally gain more business if you're quicker to respond to somebody. So for example, if somebody is interested in your service, if somebody is interested in your product, chances are you're not the only one that they're looking into. Okay? They're probably looking at somebody else. A great example, a car dealership. You go to one car dealership, and in that car dealership, your mind isn't made. So what do? You go to another car dealership to check out. Maybe you go to another one and another one. Depending on how many you go to, which one are you going to go with? And believe it or not, you might have your eyes set on a particular vehicle, which some people do, and they go with cars because of that. But depending on which dealer is more persistent on following up with you in the right way, because there's a right way of doing it, and then there's an annoying way of doing it, that can make a huge difference, and that can earn your business. Now let's step back a little bit and revert it to your life. If you're an entrepreneur, if you're a business owner, even if you're not, you can still learn from this. You need to understand the power of getting back to somebody within a decent time frame. Communication is so valuable. We've been able to grow our business simply because we've been great communicators. Every single time I see a text message come through, unless I'm like reading or doing something else, you best believe I'm gonna get back within a decent time frame. I don't like letting more than an hour or two go by before I get back to somebody. Again, if I'm doing something active, it might take me a little bit. But if a day goes by for some people and they don't get back to you, wow. Talk about importance. And then even if they do get back to you within a day or two and they're like, hey, I've been slammed, chances are they probably saw your message, but it just wasn't that important for them to get back to you right away. And even if it's not that important and they still want to give you a reason because they're too busy, and maybe you're in that situation. Maybe you are too busy. Hire an assistant. Have somebody get back to you. Or if you were close with them, they could simply text you, or you could simply text that person and say, hey, I'm busy with something right now. I'll get back to you later. I'll get back to you tomorrow with more details. And they'll appreciate that compared to just maybe being left on red, or that can make a huge difference. So again, are you shooting yourself in your foot? Are you denying business simply because of this simple mistake? Simply because you're not a good communicator? When people text you, do you get back right away? Do you have messages on your phone where you have over 50 to 100 widgets? And those widgets are it's like that little red icon of how many you have, right? So if you have like 10 iMessages or 10 messages that shows up, are you the kind of person that has that? Do you have messages that come through and maybe you're like, well, Nate, some of those messages are irrelevant. Say, okay, they might be irrelevant, but you got to understand the mental capacity that has on your brain, because you get so used to seeing that number there. And since it's always there, you feel as it's okay to not respond to that person that reaches out to you. As much as you want to deny that and say, oh no, that's not me, chances are, trust me, your subconscious mind is extremely powerful. It understands when to not take care of those messages and eliminate them, right? That's why, like on my phone, I don't have widgets. I always make like emails, messages. And if I get to a point in time where I just get so busy, I'll have somebody do that for me. So some of you might need to hire an assistant. If you have funds, do it. Hire somebody that can help you with your emails. Hire somebody that can help you with your Facebook messages, Instagram DMs, different messages on your website. We have a client right now. We are running and making his support chat on his website a lot smarter, where a bot can instantly respond instead of him having to dedicate time to every single response. It's working smarter, ladies and gentlemen. It's not working harder. If you're a business owner, you don't work harder, you work smarter. In the beginning, you might work hard, right? To get some momentum and to get to where you're at. But if you really want to establish and stay consistent with that momentum, or you're not grinding your gears every single day on the same exact duties and tasks. How do I know this? Because I did that. I would literally keep on searching for leads. I would keep reaching out to the people. And that's okay to do that, but at the end of the day, you get burned out. I got sick and tired of sending people videos. I got tired of reaching out to people. And then I realized, I'm like, wait a second. We got a decent amount of income coming in. Why don't we just hire somebody to generate leads? Why don't we bring employees in to help generate leads? Why don't we have somebody on the team that can actually send proper messages to close leads? Why don't we bring people on the team to actually close the deals? Why do I have to be the one? All right, why does my business partner have to be the one to always do this? And then whenever we finally made that decision, and listen, even if you got to pay somebody thousands of dollars to make it happen, do it. Because then you'll start to attract bigger and better deals into your life. Is it going to be sunshine and rainbows? No. Will there need to be tweaks? Absolutely. You'll need to make some tweaks. That's part of the process. It's not always going to go perfect. That's where you learn. If everything went perfect for you, you wouldn't learn. And then you would think to yourself, wow, that was easy. I mean, success isn't easy. Building a company isn't easy. You can take a look at how somebody else built their company and people can give you advice. Trust me, I've gotten advice. I've gotten advice from billionaires. I've gotten advice from people that have done extremely well within different industries and all sorts of walks of life. I've gotten advice from people like that. But what's advice if you can't apply it in your life? Because you'll hear something and then what do you do with it? Like, why are you still going to the same exact conference year after year? Yet you're in the same exact position. If not, you might have made a little bit more this year. And I get that that's momentum and that's consistency, but are you satisfied with that? Maybe you have to get through your head, wow, maybe you shouldn't, unless you're going there for business opportunities and things like that, which I believe in. But when are you going to get to the point where you get sick and tired of going to that same conference and you tell yourself, man, when am I going to start teaching? So you need to understand your time. Speed is everything in business. The quicker you can reply to somebody, the quicker you can get something done, the quicker you can just get a task or, I don't know your industry. People love speed. The sooner the better. So anyways, I could talk on this all day. So I highly recommend that you implement this within your life. Well, maybe you're like, Nate, I'm good at that, man. I'm great. Okay. Well, who can you help? Who can you provide this feedback to in order to help them out? To help maybe potentially gain you more business, but having no motives and just helping them in general. How can you get them to a point in their life where they're ready to make a change? Okay. Maybe you have team members that need help with this. Suggest it to them. And guess what? If they're not open to changing or they're not open to constructive criticism, you might want to rethink your team members. Anyways, hope this helps. I'll see you on the next one.